Ever wondered what happens when you mix high-speed racing with the glittery chaos of Sin City? But someone thought it was a brilliant idea. So, why will F1 drivers be desperately searching for their lucky charms in Vegas? And most importantly, can they outspeed the bad luck that's sure to follow them? Stick around to find out why F1 might need a new definition for high stakes after this Vegas showdown. The lights of the Las Vegas Strip play backdrop to Formula One's newest and most lavish race. The Las Vegas Grand Prix has generated substantial excitement as well as its fair share of controversy. Will the event live up to the hype, or will it end up being F1's biggest bust? When Formula One announced it would bring the glitz and glamour to Sin City, it sparked intrigue and questions over whether the Las Vegas Grand Prix would be a smash hit or a catastrophic failure for the world's premier motorsport series. Las Vegas is an ambitious and risky venue choice for F1. The sport will take over the famous Las Vegas Strip, known for its extravagance, to create a new street circuit never before seen in F1. The event has already garnered criticism from top drivers like Max Verstappen, who call the track layout more for show than the race itself, while others like Lewis Hamilton are enthused by the prospect of F1 embracing Las Vegas energy. So why did F1 choose Las Vegas? And what other challenges does the new race face? First and foremost, Vegas represents a lucrative new market and source of spectacle that F1 eagerly awaits to tap into. The lights, the casinos, and the sheer extravagance, it is a perfect match for a series that has increasingly favored style and celebrity appeal as of late. New races in glamorous destinations like Miami and Las Vegas fit the modern image Formula One strives for. Additionally, the US remains a critical area of growth for F1. Recent success stories like the Circuit of the Americas in Texas and the Miami Grand Prix have shown that American audiences can foster great new races. Las Vegas offers commercial opportunities as an entertainment hub that can capture the world's attention. However, turning the Las Vegas Strip into a racetrack has already encountered obstacles. For one, the track surface itself poses problems. As a brand new street circuit, the tarmac lacks rubber grip, which will make finding traction difficult. The famous Las Vegas nights also get quite cold in November when the race takes place. Track temperatures could drop as low as 4 degrees Celsius, the coldest conditions for an F1 race since the 1977 Canadian Grand Prix. Such cold surfaces pose additional traction headaches. With long straightaways and few corners, drivers will already struggle to get heat into the tires. The cold nighttime temperatures could exacerbate this issue and turn the circuit icy. The lack of practice under these conditions means teams also face an unknown scenario. Further controversy stems from the astronomical costs of putting on such an extravagant event. Race promoters planned for expensive ticket prices, but they had not anticipated how much construction would disturb locals. Road closures and viewing obstructions angered Las Vegas residents. In response to the public's complaints and construction headaches, ticket prices have already dropped nearly 35%, a worrying sign that the grand spectacle might not attract the audience and revenue originally expected. The locals do not seem as welcoming to Formula One as other recent host cities in Austin and Miami. With all these roadblocks combined with a risky, unproven track layout, some speculate whether the costs and inconveniences will doom the Las Vegas race to be a one-and-done event. Drivers already voice skepticism about the circuit will provide good racing. The lack of overtaking opportunities and technical corners seem better suited to a show rather than a competitive Grand Prix. If the racing fails to impress and costs spiral, Formula One may cut its losses and drop Vegas for future calendars. Can F1 turn around public opinion in Vegas and develop a track capable of good racing? Or will the glittering lights of Las Vegas shine brightly for 1 year and then fade away? Formula One drivers themselves remain uncertain if the Vegas circuit will facilitate good racing or simply end up as a lackluster show. Reigning champion Max Verstappen frankly stated the track seems better for spectacle than racing. He plans to just do his thing and be gone, rather than attack the circuit with his usual aggression. Other drivers highlight the unknown challenges the new venue venue's unique conditions will produce. Engine cooling could falter in the dense urban setting. The visually impairing lights could distract drivers already struggling for grip. Sergio Perez went as far as saying it could be one of the worst races ever due to the anticipated problems. Veteran Sebastian Vettel called it unnecessary to add more street races just for entertainment value rather than competition. In contrast, Lewis Hamilton ranks as one driver enthusiastic for Las Vegas. He draws comparisons to the instant success of the Miami Grand Prix and believes Las Vegas will replicate that energy tenfold. The 7-time champion expects the spectacle to be incredible, given the sheer volume of people packed around the famous Las Vegas boulevards. Hamilton does acknowledge navigating the crowds and traffic will prove chaotic, but overall, he praises the expansion of F1 into the United States. The recent growth, first with Austin and now Miami, and then Las Vegas, points toward a bright future in Hamilton's eyes. The Las Vegas Grand Prix fits the blueprint for that expansion through spectacle and tapping into new audiences. Adding an additional wrinkle is the total unknown surrounding how the cars will handle the track conditions. Teams can simulate and estimate preparation, but they cannot recreate Vegas's unique challenges in cold weather, distracted night driving, and lack of usable practice data. Legendary team manager Ross Brawn admits they somewhat overlooked just how cold the desert can get at night. Tire manufacturers now work diligently to create compounds that retain heat even as track pressures drop as low as 4 degrees Celsius. But lessons from the past may not apply to modern F1 car performance. The last races held in similar conditions came in the late 1970s, when the cars bore little resemblance to today's sophisticated hybrid machines. This unpredictability means teams and drivers will not have realistic expectations until cars hit the track during the actual Grand Prix weekend. Will the unknown track conditions produce stunning surprises that wow audiences, or deteriorate into a comedy of errors that drives the final nail into Las Vegas Grand Prix's coffin? The Vegas Grand Prix clearly leans towards spectacle over racing substance. The glamorous location and expensive ticket prices cater more to the show and attending celebrity audiences than any promise of wheel-to-wheel action. Outspoken drivers criticize exactly this imbalance between entertainment and competition. The lack of medium and high-speed corners means fewer realistic overtaking zones. Drivers will struggle to keep cars on track through technical sections to battle wheel-to-wheel. Traction challenges, thanks to cold temperatures and abrasive tarmac, further hamper the ability to race closely. Fans risk a processional, single-file bore rather than an intense Grand Prix. Pessimists, therefore, view the Vegas race as destined for failure after the 2023 showcase. F1 may ride the wave of intrigue for one night, but move on once the lack of substance becomes apparent. A dull race, lack of overtaking, and professional events would deflate any further hype. Without close racing action, the cost of constructing a custom circuit on the Vegas Strip lose justification. Top drivers already signal their disinterest. Combine that with resident frustration over inconveniences and costs, then a disappearing audience, and F1 may put Las Vegas in its rear view mirror after just one run. Will the Las Vegas Grand Prix be the sparkling new jewel in the F1 crown, or fade away as a one-hit wonder that falters after its inaugural party? The 2023 Las Vegas Grand Prix clearly produced more questions than answers before its rapidly approaching debut. Can F1 overcome resident objections and legitimize the astronomical costs by delivering a spectacular race? Will the unproven circuit facilitate close, competitive action that silences its critics? Or will the first ever Vegas GP go down in history as Formula One's costliest failure? All these uncertainties set the stage for the most unpredictable, risky, and chaos-laden race in recent memory. One way or another, the Vegas Grand Prix will be utterly unforgettable. Well folks, that's a wrap on our wild ride through the looming disaster zone that is the Vegas Grand Prix for F1 drivers. If you're still wondering how they plan to survive this roulette of a race, don't worry, we're in the same boat. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell because you definitely won't want to miss the aftermath of this hair-raising event? Will the drivers come out unscathed? Will the neon lights blind them more than the sheer speed? Stay tuned for the post-Vegas breakdown. We've got the jackpot and who crashed out.